Hi, gang.
Yes, bitch, happy Pride Month. Even though it's the middle of May right now for me. But yes, it's Johnny back with another video, and today it is time for another Florida Man video. Now, if you don't know by now what a Florida Man is anytime a news report or news article says Florida Man does blank, and it's always something completely deranged or just plain crazy, that's a Florida Man. Now, I use it as a bit of a horoscope for some of my favorite YouTubers. This month is no different from that, but it's a special occasion. So, this month we're doing another installment of Drag Queens. Yup, because...
Happy Pride Month!
Pride! Now, knowing all that, let's just jump right into it. Roll the intro. First up for this video, we have Dawn. Now, doing a simple Google search, I found out Dawn's birthday is April 8th. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida Man Dawn is. And Dawn, your Florida Man is... Florida Man arrested after hiding live alligator in his truck, deputies say. How? And how was the alligator, like, in the truck? I'm just picturing it, like, straight up being buckled into the back seat. Just there, like... That's just how my mind works. But let's just read it. Deputies found a live baby alligator inside a truck during a traffic stop Friday near 12th Street Southeast and Golden Gate Boulevard. Deputies said redacted age 31 had the animal inside an open plastic tub in the bed of his pickup, along with 2 firearms. Now, were the firearms in the plastic tub too? Were they the gators? I guess that's my question. Also, I love that weapons were involved, and that wasn't even, like, on the top of their list. There was a gator in this car, not also 2 guns, by the way, but whatever. Around 12:30 a.m., deputies conducted a traffic stop on a GMC Syria pickup. That means literally nothing to me. I don't know cars. I don't know cars. I'll be honest, okay? After they recognized the driver from previous law enforcement encounters as having a suspended license. It's pitch black at 12:30 a.m. Did they mean p.m.? He's like, how did you see the driver so clearly at a little past midnight in a moving vehicle? Like, that's the guy we've stopped before. He doesn't have a working license right now. Like, so I'm a little confused. Like, maybe they meant PM? You know, that would make a lot more sense, but hey, whatever. In addition to the alligator and the firearms, deputies also found syringes loaded with methamphetamine in Redacted's jacket. So, the article's headline stated that he had a live gator hiding in his truck. They mentioned nothing about the guns. They mentioned nothing about the drugs. It's just the gator. Police then arrested Redacted, who now faces 2 counts of carrying a concealed firearm and possession of a controlled substance. Okay, so again, the headline stated about having a hidden live gator in his car, and now he's not even being charged with it. So that headline could have been altered, you know what I mean? Like, they could have given it a better headline. I would have gone like a Wizard of Oz aspect to it, like gators and guns and drugs, oh my, something like that. But they're like, gator. Period. That's all you need to know. Forget the drugs, forget the guns, that's gator. CCSO notified the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission about the gator, and wildlife officers responded to investigate. Okay, again, was he arrested for that too? Did they add that to the charges of, like, animal endangerment? I don't know. Kidnapping, theft, I don't know. Okay, that's apparently it. I guess that's your Florida Man, Dawn. Live with the knowledge that is deep down inside of you simply because of the day you were born. I'm sorry, but to be completely honest, I feel like you would be the type to have like a baby gator in the back of your truck with just like a little bow tie, and if anybody asks about him, you'll be like, oh, that's just Richard. I'm taking him to his next doctor's appointment right now. Just nonchalantly. But on to the next one. Next up, we have Mistress Isabel Brooks. Now, doing a simple Google search, I found out that Mistress's birthday is July 14th. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida Man Mistress is. And Mistress, your Florida Man is... Drunk Florida Man runs himself over and abandons car. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, like, the science behind that, but I guess I'll find out when I read it. A Florida man became a victim of his own driving while drunk. While you've heard of very many car accidents, this is undoubtedly one of its kind. I don't know why that's written like that, but okay. Apparently, the man was too drunk to drive, let alone close his door. So when the vehicle lost control, he fell out with the vehicle rolling over his leg. The Ford pickup rolled on and crashed into a house and injured a woman who was sleeping at the time. It just gets better. Okay, so he injured himself and injured somebody else, I guess? And damaged someone's house. Okay. The incident happened in Orlando at the Dancers Royal Club. No, I think the incident started there. Like, he got drunk there. That's not where the incident happened. But okay. The man, later identified as Redacted, age 28, had had enough of the party and decided it was time to go home. A security guard, seeing the man stagger to his car, warned him that he had had too much to drink. Well, as expected, Redacted just brushed him off and sat at his Ford pickup's wheel. The man didn't care to close the door? Who knows? He might have wanted a little breather. Okay. So he started driving, and before long he lost control, as one does. I'm assuming he also wasn't buckled then. Before he knew it, the vehicle started wobbling, which made him fall out. The car then came rolling towards his direction. Sorry, what? And for lack of powerful reflexes, Redacted let the car run over his leg. I feel like let is a strong word, you know what I mean? Also, how did he fall out of the car and the car drove in his direction? Like, did the car just, like, go and make a U-turn and start, like, because at that point I feel like we're dealing with, like, a haunted car, you know what I mean? Something ain't right with the car if the car's able to, like, go, turn around, and start, like, driving right at him. So, like, if you're driving, because, you know, in America, it's on the left side of the car, and you fall out of the car keeps going, how is it turning at him at any point? It would have to, like, go and, like, come back. The only thing I can think of, like, he fell and fell directly under it, and the back wheel hit him. Because I don't see how a car would be like, and it turned and it hit him. But anyway, he couldn't do much at this point. And when the pickup crashed into a home, he could only think of fleeing to his own home on foot. Okay, so add fleeing the scene of a crime to his list of issues. The impact of the crash was as strong as to knock the woman to the ground, leaving her with minor neck injuries. How fast was it going that it was able to run somebody over, destroy a wall of somebody's house, and still knock someone's bed over enough that she fell off the bed and injured her neck? How fast was he speeding? Which adds to his penalties, like, obviously. Instead, he should have reported his mess and probably had a few things to deal with. I mean, I feel like the bigger issues are the ones that he fled from. I feel like the fleeing's a little minor compared to everything else he did. So I guess his logic was, if I'm in trouble, I might as well do what I want to do anyway. Because he already did like 3 or 4 felonies here. Fleeing's just fleeing, you know? He's drunk, he's 28, he's not thinking straight, he's gonna run. But he left his ID in the truck, which led the cops to his house and later made it so easy for authorities to track him down. He didn't even have his ID in his pocket. He had it in the truck. And when the truck crashed, he was like, I'm out, I guess. I mean, I guess that's one way to find a criminal. Like, they left a calling card, and that calling card is their government-issued ID. Who could that masked man be? I don't know, but he left this calling card. Officer? This calling card says his name, date of birth, street address. I don't know how he wouldn't know who it was. It's clearly him. Like, I don't know. But anyway, yes, mistress, that is your Florida man. Live with the knowledge that that is deep down inside of you simply because of the day you were born. A messy bitch. And I'm a little sorry, okay? On to the next one. Next up, we have Plasma. And doing a simple Google search, I found out that Plasma's birthday is November 6th. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida man Plasma is. And Plasma, your Florida man is... Florida man wearing Crocs leaps into crocodile pit. What do the Crocs have to do with the story? Did they protect him? I'm confused. In case you thought otherwise, Crocs and crocodiles don't mix. At least not if the Crocs are being worn by a human man. Really? Okay. I guess we're gonna have one of those, maybe. But for some reason, a Florida man, who else, decided to leap into a crocodile pit sporting a pair of the comfortable eyesores in the middle of the night. Reporter Redacted got a hold of the surveillance footage from St. Augustine Alligator Farm where this took place. In the grainy black and white footage, a man is seen jumping, then falling into the water of the crocodile exhibit where 3 12-foot-long Nile crocodiles lived. He was reportedly in the pit for about 4 hours. Did he survive? When employees of the farm arrived in the morning, they noticed that several lamps and signs were broken, and a statue in the middle of the crocodile pit was toppled. Park Director Redacted told Local Action News in Jacksonville that the pair of Crocs and shorts were discovered floating inside the pit, and the staff also found lots of blood. I don't think he survived. I would think he was on some sort of drugs. Redacted told Action News Jax. I'm concerned about an individual who literally climbs up a wall that's meant to keep you from crocodiles and leaps over the wall into the water with said crocodiles. I mean, same. I'm a little concerned about that too. Police already think they have the culprit. You see the police dragging out a skeleton in handcuffs. Since a man in boxes turned up nearby with several crocodile bites on his feet. Perhaps someone should warn Post Malone? What? I don't get the reference. I don't get the joke. I know Post Malone. I just don't understand this reference. The man was arrested, which means he probably didn't get a chance to vote today. But you still have time. You know what? The voting had nothing to do with the story. But I agree. Remember to vote this November, okay? Like, this country's looking worse and worse by the day. Please vote. Like, I'm concerned about this country's future, okay? Please vote. But yes, Plasma, that is your Florida man. Live with the knowledge that that is deep down inside you simply because of the day you were born. I am sorry. But on to the next one, I guess. And last for this video, we have Deja Skye. And doing a simple Google search, I found out that Deja Skye's birthday is April 22nd. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida man Deja Skye is. And Deja, your Florida man is no shoes, no problem. Wild video shows Florida man using bare hands to remove 8-foot gator from busy road. What did the lack of shoes have to do with that? No shoes, no equipment, no problem for our good friend Redacted, aka the Blue Collar Brawler. He has a title. He has a title. Okay. Redacted, a licensed Florida alligator trapper, MMA artist, veteran, and non-profit leader in Florida, tracked and removed an 8-foot alligator wandering the streets of Jacksonville's north side. First of all, that is a lot. That's a lot. He has a lot of things going for him, and he has a title. Was this single-handedly? Did he single-handedly remove an 8-foot alligator with no shoes and no equipment or anything? This man scares me. Redacted told News4 Jax that he was at a Jacksonville Iceman hockey game with his family when he heard the nuisance gator call from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office seeking a trapper. I'm sorry, wasn't he just at a hockey game? How did he hear it? Did they like send up the gator signal? He's like, I must go. And like he ran out and his kids were like, not again. Or does he like walk around with a walkie-talkie that listens in on like police reports or something? I'm confused by this man. I'm confused by him. I'm scared by him. I don't want to deal with this man. He scares me. He jumped in the car, and when he arrived near the shopping plaza on Edgewood Avenue West and Vernon Road, he saw the large beast. I'm sorry, so you abandoned your family at a ice hockey game. What if the game ended before you got back? How would they get home? Was he just like, I'm sorry, honey, I gotta go. There's a gator. You get it. And she's like, go, get your gator. I believe in you. He didn't have his equipment with him, so he caught the gator in true Florida man style with his bare hands and bare feet. Okay, hear me out. First of all, if you know you don't have your equipment with you, maybe don't answer the call. Let somebody else. Let another professional answer that call. That's just me. Also, why bare feet? Where did the shoes come into play? Was he at the hockey game without shoes on and then just drove there without his shoes? Or was he wearing the shoes? Then when he got there, he took them off and put them next to his car. He's like, these are for later. And then it like squared up with the gator. I'm just confused. I was at a hockey game in downtown Jacksonville with my family, Redacted told News4 Jax. Jacksonville Sheriff's Office called the emergency alligator situation to FWC, and I was dispatched. Okay, so his company dispatched him. But that still leads to the question, like, are you just like always on call? Do you have like a work phone? Did you have a walkie-talkie or something? And they're just like, we need help. And again, why no shoes? Also, couldn't you just be like, hey, I don't have my equipment with me. I'm with my family today. Send somebody else. Are you the only person in the area that catches gators? I'm confused. There's a lot of questions. But anyway, it was only 5 minutes from the game. So I literally left the game, caught the alligator, and then went back to the game. Did you bring the gator with you to the game? I'm just kind of picturing him like, and his wife is like, welcome back. Oh, you got another gator with you. Okay. It happens so regularly with him. His wife is tired of it. And he just walks up to her like, yeah, honey, this is Steve. Like, he names them and everything. Was somebody there, like, once he caught it? How did he catch it without equipment? Like, did he just kind of stand there hugging it until somebody came and, like, collected the gator? Again, so many questions. Redacted has gained notoriety for past gator removals. I mean, I guess that makes sense. That is his job now. At least one of the 9 that they listed. He has so much going for him, including one he wrestled from a Jacksonville school campus. Good for him. He's amassed tens of thousands of followers for his gator wrestling skills and his daringness. Again, good for him, but also wear shoes. Maybe it's like a thing, like, because like I remember a while back watching something that I think somebody went to go pet like a Komodo dragon or something, and they made him take off his shoes because his shoes were white, and they feed the Komodo dragon white mice or white rats. So maybe it was something like that where his shoes look like something that they would normally normally eat? Because why else would he take off the shoes? Unless you weren't wearing shoes at all that day. And how often does he do it without the shoes? I'm just confused. He used the fame to draw attention to his nonprofit, Project Save Your Outdoors, which provides retreats for military veterans to prevent suicide. You know what? Good for you. As somebody with several veterans in my family, I will say that's very commendable. This country does not treat its veterans well, like, at all. Like, they will do everything they can for this country, retire from it, and still not be treated well. But then again, this country isn't known for treating people well, period, so that's not going to change anytime soon, unfortunately. Again, remember to vote, please. But yes, Deja, that is your Florida man. Live with the knowledge that is deep down inside you something since the day you were born. Maybe don't fight gators without your equipment or shoes. I wouldn't personally fight a gator at all because I know they are stronger, faster, and more aggressive than I am. But it's his job, so I understand. But also, don't do it without your equipment or shoes. But yes, that is it for this video. It was nowhere near as bad as last video, thankfully, you know. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bing bong the ding dong down below to be alerted when I make a new video. And until then, maybe go check out some of my other stuff. I have some more Florida Man featuring Storytime, Let's Plays, Randomness. I have a little something for everybody. And while you're at it, maybe go share one of your favorite videos of mine with your friends. We could always use more friends on the channel. But until then, bye! And please, 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 please be safe out there this Pride. Go enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful time. But be safe. There's a lot of hatred going on right now. That's all I'm saying. Enjoy, but be safe.